Hi Gemini, this is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your Tarotscope for December. So anyone with Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini, you can find messages here. Also, any kind of cross watchers that are wanting to know information about their Gemini, you can find messages here too. We're calling in our angels and guides at the highest vibrations of love and light. Because I don't want to talk to anyone else. There we go. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for December 2020. So the first thing that I'm noticing, Gemini, is the big picture. And the big picture, this is my self-care card, and it's reversed. So the big picture here is telling me that there's some form of not standing up for yourself, or some form of need that you have that you are not receiving, not getting. And ultimately, when I see this card, usually it has to do with not asking for it, or not asking for it in a way that others are responding to it. This could also very well be that you are not um, registering what it is that you need, and so you're not giving it to yourself. So let's look more about what's going on here. But there's definitely a feeling that I'm getting in your central heart space, in your identity space, where it's like I have a particular need that's not being met here. So literally your advice is like, meet that need, get those resources, be generous with yourself. The kind of thing where like selfish is not a bad word. If you need something, if you want something, if you need something, if this would make you feel good or happy or safe, go get that thing. Do that. Coming from a place of an offer being given to you, an offer of love. This could be, I really kind of feel like a lot of this has to do with you and you deciding how to treat yourself. This is, I'm opening the door to do things for myself, to see myself in a different way, and to give myself what it is that I want, to feel love in a different way, feel love for myself. Okay, so your angels and guides, interesting, because we've got the Seven of Wands and also the Nine of Wands, and they're both reversed. So this is like, I'm not making boundaries that I need to make. I do feel like this is a relationship. We'll get more into that in a minute, but I feel like there are some needs that you need to acknowledge to yourself, that you need to ask for and give yourself, but there's also someone in your life that is right, all of these wands, someone in your life that's unplugged or is not plugged into what it is that you need, not plugged into your love language. So you're not making boundaries around this, or you're not identifying what those needs are, you're not expressing to someone what it is that you need in a way that they're offering that to you, or you're staying with someone who doesn't offer you your needs being met. So interesting. Okay, so here, more wands. Here's the Knight of Wands. It came in sideways. So to me, it's like a challenge with the motion of being inspired. There's a challenge in movement. There's a challenge in asking for what it is that you, I'm even hearing deserve. There's a challenge in asking for what you deserve. Gemini, what's going on? This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a father relationship. It could be a parental relationship. It could be friends, family, that kind of thing. Okay, and your angels and guides are talking about you having a lot of anxiety over this. So whether, I feel like some of you are conscious of this, some of you aren't conscious of this, but you're experiencing anxiety because you're not having a need met, and it's because you're not asking for it. Or you've asked for it and you're settling because you're not receiving it, but you're staying anyway in a situation or relationship. Let's look at the heart of the situation. The heart of the situation is talking about your heart chakra being open, open to receive, but open to receive what you believe that you are worth, coming from old patterns and old themes. So you may actually not be receiving what it is that you need because you don't think that you deserve it. Oh, Gemini. You totally deserve what it is that you need. This is about reevaluating your old patterns and themes, your old stories in life, so that you can look at present time versus the past. Things have changed, things have evolved, and it's time to perhaps upgrade those needs or redefine them. Okay, release the idea that it's time for a rest. Yeah, that it's time to take action. The action that you're having a challenge taking uh, shifts later in the month. I feel like this is the end of the second week and the first part of the third week of December. Okay, let's look at past, present, future. So in the past, it's like I haven't been making a decision about something. Um, I've been apathetic to making decisions. Maybe I don't even know what it is that I want, and that's why I'm not making a decision. However, you move into that place of action as soon as you figure out, hey, there's something that makes me really joyful. There's something that makes me feel excited and happy. And I want to storm the castle with it. I want to speak the truth about it. I want to communicate about this. I want to be very clear and open about this and honest. And that's when you decide to start doing that, when you're inspired. And then the outcome is awesome because this is literally clearing away things that don't serve you, cutting them away, but also it's a new endeavor that has to do with communication, being very clear with what it is that you want. This makes me feel like you're taking steps toward manifestation. I get this too. I'm looking at the Tower card in your resistance, and I think that you're having some that challenge or that difficulty with talking about what it is that you want or identifying it or wanting to rock the boat is because you don't there might be some fear related to all the change that's going to happen when you do communicate about it. But something's more important than the fear of the change. Let's ask what it is. What's so inspiring that all of a sudden you are ready after all of this resistance? You're all of a sudden ready to do this. Whoa, a wish is granted. Gemini, this is amazing. Some kind of wish is granted, and it kind of like reestablishes your worthiness. It helps you to open your heart and look at what you've been telling yourself about yourself for a long time. Okay, what I want to do is ask Lenormand. And this is maybe Lenormand, so there are more cards here than your regular Lenormand deck. I want to know what's going on here, Gemini, and you're happening now and into the near future. There's definitely, it's like there's been a point of time when you don't feel like you've been manifesting, or there's been some kind of a block to manifestation, or you've been manifesting but you haven't been getting exactly what you've wanted. And now all of a sudden you're doing it. You're romancing the energy that you need to romance in order to have your wishes met. I want to ask another about happening now and into the near future, Gem. Yeah, this is that like pigs in mud kind of card. It's like you're completely abundant. You're completely abundant. You romance the right, you finesse the right channels, and so much abundance is coming here, even after this time of hardship or this time of, I never thought I could have that, or it never even crossed my mind that that was a possibility. And all of a sudden, your advice is like, yeah, open your heart to the universe, and you're going to get a promotion. You're going to get an influx of resources. All right, I want to know what your higher self has to say about this. And your higher self is saying you have to be in charge of your own healing work. So this very much has to do with you doing your own shadow work, doing your own healing work. I feel like some of you actually have a physical injury, that you need to be more receptive about healing, or being action oriented about being careful with it, putting it up, whatever it is, like a knee injury or something. And this is like, I've been resistant to doing anything about this. I also feel like some of you could be a little depressed about some kind of injury that's maybe kept you not as active as you've wanted to be. And it's just like halted everything or created the challenge, or it's pulled it out for you to look at even more so than you have been. So it feels bigger right now. but I feel like that's changing and shifting by the end of the month, like closer to like mid and end of the month, right? December. All right, I want to look at your trajectory here. Your trajectory is like feeling warm and cozy and good. The Hearth card. This I feel like has to do with the holidays. Getting what you want for the holidays, feeling happy and satisfied and around people that you want to be around, or not around people that you don't want to be around. Let's see. I'm going to pull Magpie Oracle for the heart of the situation. And the heart of the situation has been your heart is open, but it's open to old things that need to be renewed, like old wishes or old desires or old wants or old ways of how you feel about yourself and your worthiness, and they need to be reestablished based on present time. But your heart is open, so if you're manifesting the things that you don't want to manifest, it's because your energy is outdated in your heart space. Clear that out with your intention. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Egyptian Queen. That's pretty much the Empress. So this is a new way of looking at yourself, a new way of looking at your complete identity space. The Empress is so abundant. She has her energy dialed in. And what that does is it creates her being to be a magnet that pulls in everything that she desires in divine timing. I do love that, Gemini. This looks like a really good month for you, even if it feels tricky at first. I want to ask your angels and guides for an oracle card here. Ooh, and your oracle card is higher power. I love that, Gemini, because this is connecting with the universe and it's also talking about foundations. I want to pull one more, Gemini. What's it going to be? Loyal heart. This is about being true to yourself. Having a loyal heart, the heart chakra, the identity space, being loyal to your own truth. The big picture having to do with not standing up for the things that you want. This, your angels and guides are saying, there's some collaborative efforts here around challenges. This also has to do with connecting with someone who is of like mind. So keep that in mind too. This can be a romantic connection, but it can also be some kind of connection where someone's helping you. Someone's helping you in business, or someone's helping you in a social aspect, or even family. Okay, Gemini, let me know how this resonates with you. I'm looking forward to your mid-month love reading, and I will see you soon.